Play that shit, folks.
Hey, have me turn the beat up though.
9 days for the deal, they like why Dolo ain't signed. Dolo hot as outfits, ain't even in my prime yet. QC just signed bank, I'm scrapped in the bank. Mama baby stop, bitches see me and they faint. Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me, cut the debates. Now ain't fucking around with no local hoes, I'm in and out of state. Dropping out of these pounds, but I'm still out of shape. Been having Lambo dreams, but I really want the
Lus Noir, man, I'm gonna show y'all. They don't roll off the English accent right, the English tongue. I used to work at Walmart back when I used to run track in college. You feel me? So one day I was just chilling because I ain't never been that college ain't been for me. You feel me? Neither was working. So I always been my own boss in that way. So back when it was back in 2019, we was chilling. I was chilling with my homeboy. We was chilling in the spot and I was reading because Nip had just died about this time. Right. And it was a whole bunch of books that he had recommended before he died. And it was the book of Contagious. And I was just sitting there reading. And it just hit me, you know what I'm saying? You know how you just chilling and then just an idea come to you. And plus at the time, I was a black activist, more of I wouldn't say an activist, but a person who was heavily involved in it type thing. So what a lot of people don't know is LUS stands for love, unity, and strength. Noir stands for black, so it's two separate words. When you type it in on Google, because that's the search engine most people use, it'll say read black. So it has a double meaning to it. And when you go read the term or the definition of black, it has mostly negative connotation to it. The goal is to not necessarily change the way that people view the term, but to bring back that game, you know what I'm saying? Put the game back into our communities, you know what I'm saying? So we take that energy, we take that support, and we feed it right back, you know, and that's what the goal of the brand is. That's what the goal of the brand is. That's what it's always been about. So an example would be we want to build a gateway. You feel me? And I'm talking about a gateway is an example would be a record label. So eventually, maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years down the road, we want to invest in the brand. I want the brand to invest in a record label. And this record label wouldn't be a record label that you stay under. We're not trying to feed off you or nothing like that. What we're trying to do is basically you sign to this record label and you sign for maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 years, depending on how high up you are or whatever, and then you go off and you go be independent. So we're not trying to, be having any slaves or nothing like that. You know, that's just a way of building that gateway so that people can get that platform. So I say that I'm a person that's in tune with my own energy. You know, I'm an energetic person type thing, in a way that I believe in spiritual energy. So it was I feel like this was my purpose at the moment. You know, it just, like I said, it hit me when I was chilling at some point, and I just followed with it, and I just followed where God was taking me with that. And because this was something I believed in. You know, it's never been about the money, and it can't be about the money if you want to be a person that's legendary. You got to be about the people. In the future, you'll be able to find it in multiple stores. So far, you can just find it on my website, or you can just follow me on any social media or find any of my social media. Yeah, my website is lusnoir.com. Just that simple. So I'll repeat it, lusnoir.com. And then you'll be able to find it just like that. And in the future, you'll be able to find it. I want to actually get it into multiple retail stores, you know, and actually have an actual store located out in Atlanta open. But so far, yeah, that's how you can find it. I said when I started the clothing line, I talked about how I quit college. I used to run track in college in Tennessee. I quit college. I dropped out of college really. I quit my job because I used to work at Walmart at the time. And then basically I sold my Mustang. I used to have a green Mustang back then. I sold it. I lost a lot. Even my girlfriend, I was with my girlfriend, my ex, for about 3 years. And at the time, when you got a vision, your woman has to support your vision. And I had lost her in that process as well. So I had lost just about everything. I had to move back in with my mama. And then just basically I just lost a lot. So what a lot of people don't tell you about is the financial end of a business. It's more than, you gotta pay more than just money to get it started. but it's the amount of money it takes to keep it running. And especially in the fashion industry, when you gotta buy products, you gotta keep the marketing and all of that, money run out quick, so what ended up happening was I came out with some hoodies. The hoodies was heat pressed on. That's all I could afford, but I knew I always wanted quality. And then I finally opened up in October. I had been planning it for months though. And people was complaining about it. They were saying basically the lettering was coming off and this and that. So by the time when they started saying that, by the time 2 weeks into October, I discontinued the hoodies off the market. And then I just started designing. I was locked in. And by the time my birthday came, which was December 4th, I had got some birthday money from my mama, which wasn't even much. It was just a total. I had $140. I took the $140 and I went and got the first Rose hoodie that y'all see. And basically it was the first Rose hoodie sample. I had no money for inventory, none of that. But then it was completely different. I got it embroidered. That's real expensive. I had got good quality hoodies. I had got it stitched in and everything. And so I took that. They took all my money. And then how I was able to capitalize off of that was mostly basically pre-orders. So people saw it, they liked it, and then it was like, how can I get one? So I'm like, okay, you can order this, and it's gonna take about maybe 2 to 3 weeks to come in, or something like that. So, and they jumped on it, they hopped on that quick. Right. I think where I messed up at though was I wasn't charging my worth, which I tell anybody who own a brand to do is, it was costing me at the time almost $50 to make a hoodie, and I was only charging $55 for them, and that wasn't including shipping. Yeah, so that was a real struggle for the brand to where there was no room for progress because you don't have the finances to progress. So we getting the name out there. That's it though. No money to really make nothing. And then about COVID hit. That's when COVID-19 had hit. Everything shut down. Came back with the t-shirts. I had dropped the Orange Rose hoodie smack dead in the middle of the summer. It's July 14th. Sold out of it in the first 2 hours. I sold them hoodies for $85 a piece or whatever. Now, the thing when it came with them hoodies is, now that we starting to bring in money and bring in revenue, now you got to be financially responsible. It's one thing to get money, it's another to manage it. So we bringing in this money now, and I'm not managing it right. We can't just go buy McDonald's or buy some food with that little money we get. So we had ran into another financial situation. Plus, I was going through a lot of things in my own life, and then came and I was just running the business still, just financially irresponsible. So it wasn't going to where it was supposed to go, to the new levels it was supposed to reach. And then about my birthday of last year, I met my girlfriend now. And she basically, we slowed down, and she helped me get my own life together, because a lot of things that people don't realize when it comes to business is, if you financially irresponsible in your personal life, you can't be financially responsible with your business. You probably can be, but it's rare. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you procrastinate in your personal life, you're going to procrastinate with your business. Who you are and what you do going to play over into your business. So she helped me get my own life in order, helped me stand on my own 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? And she was somebody who I felt like real deal believed in my vision. And, and that played, that's how the business is where it is now. I came back this year. I finally came back out with the Rose hoodies about 3 weeks ago. Those Rose hoodies, I had ordered 120 of them. The first batch of Rose hoodies was gone by the end. They came in on Tuesday of Thanksgiving break, 2 days before Thanksgiving. Right. They was gone by the end of that week. Yeah. Every one of them, they were white and blue. They were gone. So now I got new designs and new things that I'm working on. You get me? But it took a lot. It's a lot of lessons that I could break down, but I'll be talking for hours. I'm from Helena. We moved to JB. Mama moved us out here to have a better education system, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Right. But when we don't. Again, another thing is you can take a person out of that environment, but you can't take the environment out of that person. You get me? You gonna bring what you know to this next city. You get me? So when we first came down here, we was in a lot of trouble, and track, I started running track, and it saved my life. Honestly, I played football first, and then my coach forced me to run track. And from there, I went through high school. I ran track in high school. I still made a lot of bad decisions. That's how I stopped playing football. But track is something I actually took serious, and I just took off with that. But college wasn't something that I wanted to do. So that's when I left college, and when I left everything alone, basically that I knew, everything that I knew, I left it alone to take this new journey in life, which was my business, and that's my purpose at the moment. You feel me? Yeah, so the charity work is, I'm collaborating with a couple other businesses, and I've been wanting to do this since 2019. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a whole lot of presents in, get as many toys and many presents, like getting donations from stores, actually going and buying these toys and stuff like that as well. And we're gonna get people. We're gonna rent like 3 or 4 trucks, and then and so like we're gonna fill these trucks up with gifts. All of them gonna be gift wrapped. So it's gonna take it's actually a good setup. And then we want to have a trailer on the back with a Christmas tree. So we're going to have toys under the Christmas tree and all of it as well. And then online, people can sign up, like parents to get on there and be like, their kids need this, their kids need that. Yeah, I got you. Man, I'll be honest, I collaborate with Grind Too Hard Hendrix. I don't know his real name, but I be seeing him make some big moves. You know, he out there in Block. Like, and you know, I respect his mindset from what I see. I respect what he's doing. And like, even though we're in 2 different playing fields, I still respect that. And anybody in the game gotta respect that. You feel me? So that's somebody I collaborate with. Like, hey, bro, let's do something big. Probably Amiri. Amiri started out back in 2014. That a lot of people don't know. From what I know, they started out in 2014. And by the time 2018 came, they made $40 million in their brand alone. Amiri, I looked up, I was like, when was Amiri founded? And it said 2014. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And you know, 40 million in 4 years, because they don't tell you can do that. People be like, bro, you gotta wait at least 5 years. It's a different game out here. We living in a different world than they lived in, 20, 30 years ago, especially with social media. So yeah, for sure, I would collab with them. So how that go is, when you scan my hang tag, it'll go to a playlist on Spotify of these artists this I collaborated with, which so far has been Bankroll Freddie, Ed Dolo, White Sosa, and OG Ty, which OG Ty is more local. Right. But, you know, OG Ty, I respect what he's doing. OG Ty on his way up. You get me? Right. But so again, that's basically what it is. It's real simple. We just put it in a different way. We want to bring entertainment into fashion, and that's a good way to start it, to support each other and to help each other grow. And I wanted it to be with these artists too. I like it because Freddie and Dolo, we from the same place. Right. So the fact that I was able to, and Tamara, I left Tamara out, that she's on there, she from Blytheville. I don't necessarily know exactly where OG Ty from. I just know, I think he out in JB right now. Okay. But I like the fact that I was able to get him and Tamara on there because because that's the goal. We want to connect Eastern Arkansas, not just Eastern Arkansas, but this is where we can start. You know, so because we're behind in a lot, so we want to actually build that connection between the people, and show them that this is not just about our city, it's not just about your city, but it's about all of us together. That's how we gonna come up. You feel me? So like, me and Dolo and Freddie, we from the same place. So and tomorrow I left out tomorrow. She from Blytheville, so what we want to do is basically we want to build that connection, from not just Eastern Arkansas, but in Arkansas together. We want to bring, bring everybody into one, because I noticed that we so divided. We talked about that earlier, how, only the easiest way and the best way to come up is together. And we can't continue to do everything and not get back that game, so, and that's a part of what the brand stands for. We're trying to bring it all together. We're trying to, like we said, we're trying to pave that way. So like, if it's not me, if I don't, even if I pave the way, if it's not me that make a real difference, then somebody else, I inspired the next person that will, and I heard Nip say that before. Yeah, we just getting it started, bro. We might not live, I might not live to see the success, to actually see, the change. But at the end of the day, to know that I actually tried to make a difference, that's something that's real. Honestly, I want to be 2 years. I want to be in Atlanta with a store that you see like rappers they come into and they following the rappers around with a camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, got some exclusive. All of them the same name. Like, my website is lusnoir.com. My Instagram is Lus Noir. My Facebook is under my personal name, but I also have a business one under Lus Noir as well. But my personal name is Sammy Jjuan, SammyJjuan. Both of my social media accounts is under those. So it's real simple. It's not hard to find me. Something that can apply to everybody. I say follow your purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's real simple. It's like you just following. your heart, you know, not your emotional heart though. I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, that love that people talking about. I'm talking about your heart though, like that gut feeling that everybody got. Follow that, you feel me? And that ain't gonna never lead you wrong. That's God, you get me?
Play that shit, folks.
Hey, have you turn the beat up though?
9 days for the deal, they like why Dolo ain't signed. Dolo hot as out facts. Ain't even in my prime yet. QC just signed bank. I'm scrapped in the bank. Mama baby a star. Bitches see me and they faint. Your favorite rapper ain't fucking with me. Cut the debates. And I ain't fucking around with no local hoes. I'm in and out of state. Dropping out of these pounds, but I'm still out of